Okay, so I'm gonna make some more videos. Yeah, today's just kind of my lazy day. It's Moon Day. I kind of be lazy on the moon because my name is Moon. Yes, my name is Moon. And I got this little chap spot on my lips. It's really cold here, you guys. Winter is setting in and Aquarius is coming. Aquarius is coming. Yay! I always love Aquarius and the age of Aquarius. Oh, it just makes me so excited thinking about it. So yeah, if you're wondering what's on my lips, there it is. It's just a little chap spot. And I got a zit here. It happens, you guys. It happens. I ain't trying to hide it with no makeup. I ain't trying to hide nothing. But anyways, I wanted to talk more about, the system here, you guys. So where does this start? Well, it starts when you're a child, right? And they want you to put the shoes on. Yeah, they're trying to disconnect you from the earth just with those rubber shoes because shoes a long time ago used to be made out of leather, which came from the cow, okay, or they were made out of leaves or some kind of natural fiber material that we would put on our feet and we could walk around and we could totally be connected, right, resonating a good energy for our body, right, and it kept us from getting sick because we were connected, okay. But then the idea of the rubber shoe came, and guess what? Disconnect. Total disconnect. There's no connection with the rubber because rubber does not conduct. Same thing with those glasses. They want you to put on them glasses come summertime. Ooh, and they've made them to look so cool. Did you know that those stop you from getting your light codes? Yes, they do. They have a totally different spectrum changes whenever you get that piece of shield right there in your face to block your codes that you're receiving from the sun, which helps you activate. So I do a lot of sun gazing. I've done sun gazing since I was very young, and everybody always told me, don't look at the sun, you'll go blind. You'll go blind. Well, I've got 20/20 vision. I've done that, and I know the right way to do it. Okay, the right way to do it, and I'll just go ahead and tell you for many who don't know, but the right way to do it is you gaze at the sun, right? And I block one eye, and I'm looking at the sun, and I wait until I can see the circle of the sun. Okay, and then I do the other eye. Okay, and then about that time, that's when I get a good activation. I can literally see the sun, and I don't know if other people can see this or not. My husband, he can see it because him and I are connected. We've had sex. We're married. We had sex, and our DNA paired up with each other, and we share a connection now because our DNA books were shared with one another, so he can kind of read me and he can kind of read my energy, right? Because we have technically become one, right? That's kind of what happens when you link up with people. You get connected. How long does this connection last? About 7 years. So if you're having sex with people and you run off and you go have sex with another person and you run off and you go, and you keep doing that, you're collecting those books. Yeah, you're collecting all those books. You're collecting all that energy, and it's going to be with you for a while. So choose wisely, Some people, you just have a really good feel for them, and you want to be with that person. And that's totally normal too. I mean, that's how we're attracted to energies, right? I mean, it's just, you understand. You already understand. But yeah, so when I activate my star, my husband can see it. And so can my children, because we share DNA. We share books, right? But the sun will get brighter when I activate my star. Same thing with my husband. When he activates his star, it gets brighter. Same thing with my children, because I'm teaching my children to do the same thing. Okay, and you activate, right? And then you stare. And you could do the triangle to stare at. I like to stare at the sun with my palms out. Okay, and I have my palms out and I stare because this is an energy gate as well. This gate in the palm of your hand. That's why the Christ was pierced here, so that you may understand that these points of piercings are energy gates for the body, the human body, because you're the Christ on the cross. You're a walking cross box. You're literally a walking cross. If I take my hands, right, and I outstretch them to the left and to the right, you're going to see the cross figure of a man. Yeah, which is it, a man or a human? You know, and then the human, that's pertaining to the monster of the sea. Keep in mind, you're the monster. You're the beast. Oh, and a lot of people don't like to hear that either, but you must know you're more wild than an animal because you have free will. An animal is tied to instinct, okay? And they will cower, they will back down. Someone will fight to the death, but, you know, it's because of their instinct. Whereas a human is very unpredictable. They're kind of like an animal without a leash. I mean, there's no telling what they're going to do. So in all actuality, the true beast that is here is the human. They're the most dominant species on the planet, right? When they work together, they're very strong. Man is the template for all the animals. All animals come from the template of man. So every animal has a story for man to learn about his temple body. I mean, there's lots of stories that we could learn. The onion, the ant, the elephant, I mean, the beetle, all this stuff makes sense. The trees, all this stuff makes sense because it all pertains to us. Right? So we want to connect with nature. And you can't connect with nature by being inside, working in a cubicle under those fake lights every single day of your life. And if you think about it, when you started school, because I did grow up in the public school system, right? I ate the food. Yeah, I took the vaccines when I was forced as a child. And yes, they made me very sick. They caused a lot of problems. I almost died twice. Okay? Was I able to make a choice? No, because I was considered a kid and I had to do what all the adults said. So yes, I wore the shoes. I sat in the building with the fake lights all my life. But I still managed to go outside and play and take those shoes off and sun gaze. And you can do that. Activate your sun star, stare at it, right? You could stare at it, and then you'll see the staircase come down, the ladder, the beard of the sun. And then you stare at the beard of the sun. You don't stare directly at the sun. You stare at the beard, and it should look like a ladder. And if you have a really good connection, it'll come straight down to the ground. Right? And then you'll see all your light codes. But you can't see those light codes with sunglasses on. It blocks it. Right? And you also have to be, chemical free for the most part for your body to have a good resonancy with the earth. Otherwise, the earth is going to be trying to cleanse you every time you go and tether. She's going to be trying to take away all that sickness and help replenish your blood. Because literally, the moment you set your feet down, your bare feet down on the earth, your body naturally resonates with the earth. It's naturally connected and it works fast. Your blood will get cleaned out really, really fast. But you need to do this like 15 minutes. Okay, 15-minute intervals. I would suggest to stare at the sun while you're grounding. I mean, you can get two birds done with one stone, right? Two things done at the same time. Make your best use of your time, right? Now, for me, I do this all summer long, and I also lay and sleep on the ground a lot. I love to lay on the ground and sleep on the ground like a dog, because I am the god dog, and I love the earth. It makes me feel so good, and I miss it in the winter time when I can't go out and lay on the ground because it's just too cold. I don't want to be cold. I'm kind of like the snake that way. Now, I soak up all the energy all summer long for the winter. Okay. Now, the sun doesn't shine the same in the winter as it does in the summer. So if you're inside a lot and you still want to do some of that sun gazing, get you a candle. Get you some beeswax candles and stare at the flame. Okay? And when you're staring at the flame, you want to have a good flame. You don't want your flame to be all over the place because that means you're all over the place. You want a strong, steady flame. You want a high flame. You want it to be low flame. I mean, you can pick that, and you can even work on making the light brighter. I mean, because your telepathy is so real. Nothing's impossible. It's only impossible if you tell yourself it's impossible. The word can't. If you say you can't, then you can't. Okay? Say